I'm honored to once again be part of this year's summit, an event that explores Ghana's economic transformation and sustainable growth. First, let me also congratulate the CEO of the Chief Executive Network Ghana, Ernest de Graft, on his continuous advancement of this innovative platform. But let me say this, I recall the day he visited our office sometime in 2016 to present this concept. And since then, Deloitte as a firm has been part of this concept up to date. And make some few comments on the economic outlook. We are proud as knowledge partners and reaffirm our commitment to driving impactful dialogue and offering policy insight aimed at shaping the business agenda and economic transformation. The summit, now marking its 10th anniversary, comes at a time when the Ghanaian economy has witnessed significant improvement since the turn of 2025. And you know, inflation has dropped to 3.2 as in March 2026. The cedi, and I was having conversation with some of the executives, they were talking about the stabilization of the cedi. And we have also seen improvement in the past from the GDP growth compared to our debt position. But despite these developments, risks still remain. And let me just highlight one or two. Although we have seen interest rates come down significantly, and I'm going to take on my friends, we've also witnessed that our banks are not prepared to lend to the private sector to drive real growth. And as we talked about, these are areas that we want to see action taken. And I'll give you one statistics. As of December 2024, the total of investment in T-bills from banks stood at 40.3%. In the last Bank of Ghana monetary policy report, which was in 2026, January, the figure has jumped to 62.3 post-DDEP. And it's for us to reflect on this. If the ratios are showing rightly, why are our banks not lending to what will generate the growth that we are looking for? And I say this because IMF has raised a question about non-performing ratios, and also they have talked about the huge exposure that we have in these areas. Despite these positive results from expenditure control measures over the past year, the real sector still needs significant improvement to stimulate the real sector growth. The tax revenue remains below target, with the total tax revenue to GDP still at 13%. And when we compare that to the sub-region, we have the sub-region performing at about 18%. And my friend Tony has been doing a lot of work. I think we all have to step in to support that growth. This calls for innovative and decisive actions to address the loopholes in our tax collective system. And I think it has also been mentioned the ongoing US-Israel-Iran war, and I think there was a conversation between me and the CEO from Coca-Cola on what the impact will be if the war continued. And I assured him, as if I was a prophet, I said it's going to go down, and I pray that it is so. Despite this risk, government continues to implement significant initiatives to improve the business working environment. One of such initiatives is the passing of the Ghana Investment Promotion Authority Bill. The passage of the bill represents a significant modernization and expansion of Ghana's investment legal framework, with the removal of minimum foreign capital requirement except for trading and a more robust dispute resolution. Overall, the new Investment Act provides greater harmonization with international and domestic laws, investor protection, and offers a more facilitative approach to both local and foreign investments. After a little over a year of government-led economic reset, the economy has stabilized, but employment continues to be an issue. There's a significant level of unemployment in the system. And again, I'll give you about one or two statistics. We have an average of about 500,000 graduates coming out of our universities every year. And we need the government to take steps that will deal with this security issue. In closing, I encourage the government, the business communities, civil society to foster collaboration to drive sustainable business, prioritize innovation, and enhance inclusive decision making. I wish the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo a great success. As knowledge partners, Deloitte is dedicated to contributing its expertise to accelerate Ghana's economic transformation. Thank you, and God bless our homeland Ghana.